Hello students, today we are going to derive equations of motion of uniformly accelerated motion. By which method? Calculus method. The graphical method for deriving the equations we have used in class 9th and now in 11th we are using the calculus method. The meaning of calculus method is that we have to use the differentiation and integration technique to derive the equations. Okay, so the differentiation and integration which we have learned, that we will be applying just now in the calculus method. So we will be deriving each equation one by one. So our first equation of motion is v equal to u plus at. So you need some formulas here that are listed. First of all, the acceleration formula we use as what? V minus u upon t. Okay. Now the meaning is change in velocity with respect to time. Now when the change is very small, then change in velocity we write as dv, and with respect to time is dt. So now onwards we will be using acceleration formula in terms of differentiation, that means dv upon dt. Okay, so a equal to dv upon dt we will be using. Second formula is velocity, which we use as displacement upon time. So now onwards displacement, small displacement, we will be writing as dx, and with respect to time is dt. So dx upon dt is the formula for velocity. Okay, in the same manner some integration terms, like we have studied integration of only dx is x. Okay, integration of only dx equal to x answer. So in the same manner integration of dt, if it appears, so integration of dt answer is only t. Okay, now let us start using these formulas whenever we will require. Okay, now let us start the proof of our first equation, v equal to u plus at. Now students, if we have to derive any equation, so we have to see the target. That means in our final equation, v and u means velocity should appear, acceleration should appear, and time should appear. So we need, out of these two formulas, which formula we will be needing. So you can see in this equation, a is appearing, time is appearing, velocity is appearing. So formula number first we should start with. Okay, so this thing is very important, that with what formula we have to start the derivation. So as I told you, I will start with a equal to dv upon dt formula. Okay, a equal to dv upon dt formula is the starting. Then next step is that we have to do cross multiplication. So a dt equal to dv obtained. Okay, a into dt equal to dv written. Now next step what? See, in this equation we are getting d. D means differentiation. Okay, so dt is differentiated time, dv is differentiated velocity. Now in our final equation we don't want any d term, so that means we have to remove the effect of differentiation. So who will remove the effect of differentiation? That is integration, because differentiation and integration are just opposite to each other. So we will write integrating this equation both the sides. Okay, integrating both the sides. So integrating both the sides means we have to apply the sign of integration. Here also sign of integration. So you see I have written sign of integration on both the sides. Okay, now one thing is missing in the integration, that is limits. So what we need to do, we have to decide the limits. It's this way. Here the integration is of time, means integration is with respect to time, because with what d is written. d किसके साथ लिखा हुआ है? टाइम के साथ. तो इंटीग्रेशन हो रहा है टाइम के रेस्पेक्ट में, और यहाँ इंटीग्रेशन हो रहा है वेलोसिटी के रेस्पेक्ट में, बिकॉज हियर d is written with velocity. So I want two limits, time and velocity answer. It's this way. When time is 0, means initially, we call initial velocity u, and after some time t, that means we write t equal to t. So after some time t, final velocity we write always by v. So these are our limits. Okay, time limits are 0 to t. So here I have to write the time limits 0 and t as lower limit and upper limit on the sign of integration. Okay, just near that we have to write the limits. Here the limits will be of velocity because integration is taking place with respect to velocity. So velocity limits are u to v, initial to final. So initial term always comes below, final comes above. So on the sign of integration I have written u initial and v final limit. Okay, now let us start doing integration. We have prepared integration this way. Now we will start doing integration. So in this integration is taking place with respect to time because the d term is written with time. So integration is with respect to time. So students, other than time, if anything is there and if that is constant, we can take it out. So is acceleration constant? Yes, because we are doing uniformly accelerated motion. In that, acceleration a remains constant. So we can take a out. Now inside integration only dt is remaining with that same limits 0 to t. Here same thing will go on, u to v dv. Now we have to do integration of dt only. Here the formula is written, integration of dt is t. So a is out, integration of dt is t. After integration, make a square box and put the limits on right side now. So earlier the limits were written on left side on the sign of integration. After doing integration, that means answer of integration, make a square box, put the limits on right side. In the same manner here also, integration of dv is v. Okay, like integration of dx is x, so integration of dv is v. So integration of dv is v, limits are u to v. Okay, now we have done integration till here. After that now we have to put the limits. Limit formula is upper limit minus lower limit. I will write here upper limit minus lower limit. This is the limit formula. So in place of this t, put upper limit t. So it will remain t only. Then put minus sign. Then in place of t, put lower limit 0. So in place of t, put 0. So 0 written. Here also, in place of this v, put upper limit. So v. Then put minus sign. In place of this v, put lower limit u. Finally, you see now, a into t is obtained this side because it is 0. So only at will be obtained. Here v minus u is obtained. Now you see we have got the answer almost. Okay, how to get this final answer? So only this u will be shifted here. So you see this u is shifted here. So u plus at we have obtained equal to final velocity v. That's it. This is the answer. So our first equation is derived like this. So remember, whenever you have to derive the first equation, you have to start with this equation Which equation? A equal to dv upon dt. Then the steps are common. Common means in the next second equation of motion answer also we will start in the same manner. Then cross multiplication, integration, limits deciding, after that doing integration with the rules. Now students, you note down this first equation of motion. Then I am moving to second equation's proof. So pause the video and note down. Now we have to derive second equation of motion, that is s is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, let us start the proof. First of all, we have to decide that with which equation we should start. So in our final answer we want displacement, velocity, time and acceleration. Okay, so because displacement is appearing, so we can start with the equation in which displacement x is coming. That's why we should start with this equation. So v velocity equal to dx by dt. This we will start with. Okay, written v equal to dx upon dt. Then next what? We have to do cross multiplication next. Okay. Next what? We have to do integration, because we have to remove the effect of this differentiation d. So I'll write again the same thing. Integrating both sides. Integrating both sides means put sign of integration both sides. Okay. Okay. After that, when the integration sign is written, we need to put the limits also. So limits are this way only prepared. Initially means time equal to 0 and after some time means t equal to t. So velocity is initial u, final v. But here we will be needing the limits of displacement also, because here the integration is taking place with displacement x. So let us call initial displacement and final displacement. See, I am writing now the limits of displacement. Initial displacement is x0, final displacement is x. These will be the limits. Okay, here I will put x0 and x limits, and here the limits of time will appear. Limits of time. So 0 to t are the limits of time. Now limits are also prepared, integration is also prepared. Now see, integration is taking place here with respect to time, but we have velocity term v. Now should we take it out? So it is decided by this thing, that is this velocity constant? Okay. Now velocity is not constant in uniformly accelerated motion. Velocity changes. That means this velocity is not constant. So if it is not constant, how we can take it outside? Only constant thing can be taken outside. So what we need to do, any answer of velocity we can put here, which we know in terms of time. So you see, the previous equation was v equal to u plus at. This is the equation which we have already proved. V equal to u plus at. This value written, dt written, and this side x0 to x dx written. Okay. Now here now two integrations are appearing because plus sign is there. So one integration is u dt. U dt. Second integration is at dt. So there are two integrations. This side it is same dx. limits everywhere. Here 0 to t to be written 0 to t. Now we have to do two integrations here and one integration here. Okay. Now let us start this one. In this, u is the initial velocity. Initial velocity once given to the object, it remains the same. We cannot change it. So u means initial velocity is constant. So it can be taken outside. So u will be taken outside. Only dt integration will remain. Okay, only dt integration will remain. So u outside, dt 0 to t. Fine. Now here you see integration is taking place with respect to time. That means dt term you have to search. Dt is written. That means other than time terms, we have to take it out if it is constant. So you see, t will remain inside the integration. All t terms should remain inside the integration because integration is taking place with respect to time. That means what I have to take out, that is a. Okay, this way here also going on same. Okay, so I have now proceeded to this step. After that, let us do one by one the integration. U is out. Integration of dt is t. So in the square box put t. The limits should be 0 to t written. Plus next step is a outside. Now what is the integration? T dt integration. Okay, t dt integration. T dt, here we can take the help of the formula x raised to power n dx. Integration answer is x raised to power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So when we have to do integration of t dt, okay, integration of t dt. So t raised to power 1 we have t raised to power 1. So you see, in integration we have in place of x t and in place of n we have 1. So in the answer t raised to power 1 plus 1. So t raised to power 2 upon 2 will come. Okay, limits are 0 to t. Fine. Now this side, right side. Only integration of dx is x and limits are x0 to x. Okay, integration is done like this. So integration of only dt is t, integration of only dx is x, and integration of t dt is t square by 2. Now next step is to put limits. Let us start putting limits. Limits, u outside. In place of t, put upper limit t, put minus sign. In place of t, put 0, lower limit. Then a, this 2, take it outside. In place of this t, put this upper limit t. So because power is also there, here also power will appear. Then put minus sign. In place of this t, put 0. So 0 square will appear. And then here, in place of this x, put upper limit x, then put minus sign. In place of this x, put up lower limit x0. These are the limits. Now let us solve the final answer. Here only ut we are getting because it is 0. So u into t, ut. Here 0 square is 0. So only t square is coming. So a t square by 2 is coming. And here this term, no, x minus x0. So final displacement minus initial displacement, we call it S, net displacement. So this way we have obtained our final answer of second equation of motion. So the proof is this way. What we have to do, you have to take care of that with what equation to start with. In our first equation of motion, we started with A, and in our second equation of motion, we started with V. V equal to dx by dt. After that, steps are same. Cross multiplication, integration on both the sides, deciding the limits, putting V value, and then doing integration, after that putting limits, getting the answer. Okay, so this way we have to do.